Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3 here today on the channel. We have episode 5 of my Kislev campaign as Tzarina Katarin of the Ice Court. Here today, we're going to be hopefully rescuing and bringing back the Red Tsar. We're going to be doing the Boris quest line here today. So, if you'd like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. So, we currently have the North and Eastern Oblast under our control. We have a fair few armies in operation. I'm going to send one to the World's Edge Mountains here to fight some greenskins. There's been a bunch of, I'm assuming it's Skaven occupation, as you can just see the amount of corruption there. We've also got another army defending in the north just due to rifts. We'll send Katarin over there. We've got an army in the west as well. We also managed to take Castle Drakenwolf in the last episodes from the vampires. So diplomacy and where Kislev stands, we've nearly built ourselves back to the heights of the Kislev Empire, which is fantastic. We just need the Red Tsar back to make things even stronger here in our frozen wasteland, our frozen motherland, our frozen icy popsicle home, I guess. Also, we've got really good diplomatic relations with defensive and military alliances with dwarves and the Elector Counts of the Empire. So we're doing quite well. We're at a stage now that we're 55 turns into the campaign. My other armies do have a decent amount of units, but Tzarina Katarin has an army now mostly made up of Ice Guard swords, which is awesome. We've finally got the economical might and manpower to get better quality units. So we might as well try and continue and get some more territory where we can, because even up in the north of these mountain passes here, what I do quite like about Kislev is like the low-lying sort of steppes and plains of Kislev, like basically like Russia, we can occupy, but also these high northern mountain peaks here as well. In Karakongor, we can get under our control, which is kind of cool, I guess, that we can also control Karaks and low-lying steppes as well. So we've taken our first piece of territory here against some greenskins. Alright, hungrier than a bear. Oh, no way. Oh, that's some incredible RNG. So, minus 30 for war bears. Well, hang on. So, they're costing me 400 now. If I stop this, they're basically not going to cost me anything, and it doesn't trade over. Oh, so I'm going to have to stop this recruitment. Oh, that's so unlucky that I recruited 2 and had to pay for the upkeep of them. Alright, pay for the initial fee, and then like half of the upkeep as well. Alright, so we'll get those in. Oh, cool. So, yeah. Tzarina Katarin can get basically warbears at half the cost. Oh, okay. I wonder what it's going to be if we end up getting Boris in, because he already has that trait. Because you want to have a doom stack with warbear riders with Boris. Motherland wise, we're really snowballing now. We actually lost the first one, but it doesn't matter in the end. Alright, so we're going to continue eastward, I guess. Yeah, are they going to colonize that, or what are they doing? And then we've got the Silver Pinnacle vampires there. We did have a war with the vampire counts, now that they're being destroyed, so we might have to go to war with them eventually. I could attack this and intercept them, depending on their strength. Oh, can we not get in here? Oh, why do we not have movement? Alright, back over in Kislev. Not too much is going on. I could get another army here, to be honest, because we've got the money. I want to have armies distributed around Kislev to close the rifts once they open up again. We've already done the Realm of Slanesh. But for the next one, I'm open to suggestions from you guys. So should I go... I'm thinking either Korn or Nurgle, because they're the easier two. I try to leave Zinch till last, but let me know in the comments. Kislev has been built up as quite a huge city as well. Oh, they colonized it, did they? Oh, that's perfect for me. That's so unfortunate. They're at half strength now as well, and an auto-resolve is only going to lose them. Oh my god, these poor greenskins. Oh, the poor Red Eye clan. We caught them sort of unawares, and then they lost half of their army in colonizing. That's hilarious. Well, then I guess we make our way to the Silver Pinnacle. We might be able to get a silver resource. yeah, so I also try to prioritize the Orthodox Shrine as well. It's not too big of a garrison there, because now we've snowballed ahead. So, look, it's not too bad if you miss sort of the first Motherland chain. We've also got access to Outpost Units now, so we can actually get some Dwarfs and Empire units in our army build, which is awesome. I'm nearly kind of tempted to do so, just to mix things up a bit, get some unit variety in our campaign. We don't seem to have access to some of the best Dwarfs or Empire units, so maybe we need to negotiate with the Empire. They just seem to be a little bit far away, like the actual Empire, not their various elect accounts that border us, like Karl Franz. Or maybe we need to upgrade the level of the outpost to get access to better quality units. But for now, these miners, they're quite cheap as well, so we might be better off to get them. Yeah, so it costs a little bit to get better quality investment there. But you never know, they could get destroyed as well. Alright, diplomacy-wise, we've actually gotten to the first time in the campaign where Kostalton actually likes me. But even he's doing quite well. Man, I said the good guys in this series are doing well. He's actually pushed from his starting location and has taken territory bordering the Bay of Blades. Man, he might even take out the Demon Prince. How crazy would that be? So we'll negotiate with the Great Orthodoxy to try and get better quality relations. We're nearly getting to the stage where we're going to automatically confederate with him. There's a couple pieces of territory there that have been raised. I don't think I'll take it because the AI might just start targeting me there. But the Trollheim Mountains, he's even taken territory, which is quite impressive because he's not the best legendary lord, Kostalton. Don't tell him that. Alright, so I think we go north to rescue Boris. So most of my army's made up of Ice Guard here, and then we've got 6 Ice Bear units. I guess we just teleport straight up. We got the money now. A Pyrrhic victory. Man, that's a little bit surprising. I know Tzeentch is good, but crikey, I didn't think it would be that hard. But anyway, let's get stuck in. The Battle of the Frozen Falls.
My father, already ensnared by chaos magics. Sons and daughters of Kislev, we will not let these foul puppets deprive us of Kislev's sire once more. Steel your hearts. We fight to free the Red Tsar! It is so.
Alright, I wanted to show off some of the units because this is the first time where we've had an army build with mostly Ice Guard with swords and Warbear riders. Okay, so let's get stuck into this. Now, this battle isn't overly too hard. It's rather quite straightforward. Like, there's no sort of twists and turns or anything. But the main problem is not taking much damage from Tzeentch. It's quite easy to get rid of his 3 sorcerers, but we will have to be a little bit careful. We will have to use our winds and magic as well. So what I'll do is I'll send my Ice Guard swords through the center, and we'll get our Warbear riders to take the right to deal with the other sorcerers. So we'll go for a 2-pronged attack. So we've got some Ice Guard here, getting their shots off perfectly. If we could just get all of them to target like 1 unit at a time, we're going to be able to rip raw through the enemy combatants, which is awesome. But I do really quite like the Ice Guard swords. I highly recommend them. Just try them out. They're definitely worth the money in your own Kislev campaign. The beauty of them is they're, of course, magical infused missile attack. But also, at the end of the day, they're a hybrid unit. The bow and dual sword infantry capacity is awesome. Like, that's their main thing, is a hybrid. They're anti-infantry as well, and their magical missiles, like their icy arrows, are imbued with frostbite as well. So they do even rival Tzeentch's magical shots. Their magical shots. What are they? Laser beams? I don't know. Is that the best way to describe them? They are a little bit to be desired on the armor, but their leadership, speed, melee attack, and defense is really quite good. And then secondly, the warbears. Like, I love aesthetically the cavalry for Kislev, but it's just Total War, man. Like, even in Warhammer 2 and 1, just ranged and artillery, like ranged units, archers, crossbows, they're just so superior. Look, they have been nerfed a little bit slightly. Like, I'm curious to see how the High Elves do once Mortal Empires comes out. Because they've probably been nerfed slightly. And they're not going to be probably the dominant missile faction. You'd think, I would actually think Tzeentch is probably arguably better and is probably going to take the crown. Alright, so we're still slowly but surely progressing on this right-hand side. We'll send in some more warbears, and I might even get 2 to flank crown and hit these other guys at the back. Now, for this battle, there is a bit of a time limit, so you do have to be quite quick and Johnny on the spot. You've only got 25 minutes now, we've got, so we can't be too lackadaisical in our approach. We have to be quite high-octane, quite efficient, and go, 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 Sergeant. Get stuck into the last of these Tzeentch demon boys. But yeah, the Warbear Riders, I haven't tried them out in like a Doom stack, because they're quite expensive. They're like 400 normally. Luckily, thanks to that RNG event, crikey, we basically got them on the cheap. But they're actually quite armoured for a bear unit. It's just those wing lancers, man. I'm kind of disappointed. They're a little bit to be desired. But there are mods and stuff. I'm assuming once the mod workshop comes out, there might even be like a Kislev cavalry buff. Because even in Warhammer 2, I've seen like the Reichsguard get serious upgrades and buffs. Yeah, but the beauty about the bear cavalry, they're quite armoured and they're an armor-piercing unit. And they're anti-large. So like, so far, I'm really enjoying this army build. What we got going. Because we've got 12 Ice Guard that can deal with any infantry that comes up against us. And can melt their way on through. Then they can fight in combat as well. Switching from ranged to melee attack. And then we've got the beautiful Warbear boys. 6 of them. That can deal with any anti-large. Like, this is probably one of the best Kislev armies that we can get at this point in the game. And we've got an Ice and a Tempest. And then a Patriarch. Gives pretty good leadership and movement and replenishment, the Patriarch. So you could really get more of them if you wanted. Just to be able to instantly heal up your infantry. But although my Ice Guard and Warbears are taking a bit of a battering in this one, that's not too bad. Like, this is a very high tier Tzeentch army. And we're putting some crazy damage outputs. And we're still maintaining and being ultra competitive to it. Because I think probably overall, might be a little bit controversial, but let me know in the comments for your guys' experience. Do you think, I would say Tzeentch is probably a better faction statistically in campaign than probably Kislev. I just prefer to roleplay and play as sort of the human factions. But this campaign will end in the future at some point. Still a while off. Probably another 100 turns. But I can plan ahead. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to replace this with. Would you like to see an Ogres or a other Chaos campaign? But a close victory will take the win. Let's have a look at the stats. So they did outnumber us quite a bit. Warbear Riders did alright. 130, 36. And then the Ice Guard 38 and 33 on that. But yeah, it was mostly their magical units. They're focusing on a handful. For this, I guess we just continue with Devotion. We've nearly got it though as well. But we should be able to bring the Tsar back. Boris. Oh, here we go. The Red Tsar returns. Boris is back, baby. Okay, so we've got a couple of options here. We can use them as a Urson revivalist faction. We can either give them Kislev, Praag, or Erengrad. I personally don't trust the AI's capability. I would rather... Boris will disappear. Well, that doesn't... Why does that... He will join your faction. Boris will disappear. What? I guess his faction will disappear. Oh, anyway, what we want to do is get him in our faction. We want to be able to get him to have the War Bear Riders stack. That's what I want him to do. So, yeah. I guess we just join your faction. Oh, I bet he'll disappear. Does that, like, confuse me? I was like, I had to do a double take on that. But anyway, I guess we'll replace Petor here. Zino Slev, or whatever your name is. There we go. We'll bring in Boris. Does cost quite a bit. Same with his upkeep as well. And if I'm not mistaken, his campaign effects should be... Yeah, here we go. Minus 50 upkeep for Warbear Riders. So that's why he is the one that should have a primarily Warbear army. Now, also, we've got to check out the magical items and in the ancillaries. We want to try and beef him up. I haven't actually got too many, which is interesting. Purple and blue. Huh. I'm just looking, like, even just off the top of my head, I'm comparing my magical items and ancillaries pulled to Cathay. I had a lot more. I don't think I played much more battles. Maybe I did this stage in the campaign, but... Yeah, I think it's the Ivory Road. Like, you get so much from going to various factions. Yeah, because, like, even my second and third general in command, like, on the skill point hierarchy, like, levels-wise, even some of those had, like, at least mostly purple to blue gear. That's interesting. So, I guess it doesn't matter too much, but movement, replenishment, and then whatever stuff that can be attributed to an eventual Warbear stack, ideally. We still have that event as well, so I guess we just keep it going. Warbears. We've got a recruitment splurge going on. Yeah, hungrier than the average bear. We've still got that event going on. Dude, that's like perfect timing as well. I might even just get rid of these Kossars, because I want him to have a War Bear stack. And we could even move those other ones out if we want. Alright, welcome to the top of the turn. So, to eventually support the economy of those War Bears, because we're not going to be able to get the reduced upkeep, particularly in Katarin's army, for too long. We need more land and territory. We need more economical power and might for Kislev. So, I think we'll continue to push east. He's at war with Clan Grittus. That might complicate things, but to be fair, we're probably going to be at war with them anyway, because they're probably the ones that, they're probably the escaping in that mountain pass there. So we'll negotiate with the Moon Greenskin here, and we should be able to march on into the Silver Pinnacle. Now, hopefully... Okay, so it's a Pyrrhic victory. We'll be able to play this one and continue the siege, because unfortunately we couldn't play the battle against the Vampire Counts because we had a game crash because they kept on attacking me, and for whatever reason the land battle was glitched on the outside. So hopefully we can end the turn and then siege this one out. Okay, so Boris, we've got War Bears coming along. We've probably got, actually, you know what, I think we've got another quest here, don't we? Yes, the Crystal Cloak. Because she has some missions, doesn't she? Diplomacy-wise, military alliance with the dwarves. Oh no! They're being really pushed back. Well, luckily I didn't invest in those outposts, because they're nearly gone. That's annoying. Anyway, let's do the... you're currently... Oh, garrisoning. Right, we need to be out. I know it costs money. I was wondering what was stopping it. Anyway, let's get the Crystal Cloak. Oh, ambush. That's annoying. I have no idea what the army size is, and I haven't actually played this one before. Or know what it is. And the Burning Monolith. Oh, anyway, we're fighting Zinch again. Always Zinch. I kind of hate it because they're one of the toughest factions to face. Particularly for Kislev.
A trap then. They come before we enter the Changer's maze. Clear the path, my subjects. The Crystal Cloak was born by the Khan Queens of all. I claim it. And even the hexes of Tzinch cannot overrule my birthright. Steady your hearts, brothers and sisters of Kislev. The great deceiver sends his puppets, but the motherland protects. Embrace her, and we will see victory!
Okay, so it's an ambush. I might just slow things down slightly, because we've got so many units, we just need to give out some attack orders. So, make sure the warbears go out. Yeah, damn it. We're not going to be able to use our Ice Guard to their full capacity. We'll try and drop out a Wind Blast there. At least they're going to be at least semi-competent and capable enough to be able to fight in melee if push comes to shove. But I really want to try and get them to get their frostbite arrows off, to be honest. So, fierce fighting is broken out from all sides as the Kislev warbears battle it out between Tzinch once more. Every single time I fight this faction, it's always high casualties, but in the end, we do get high rewards, let's say. We are definitely compensated. Let's drop you there. Maybe some direct damage spells as well. If I knew this was an ambush battle, I might have been a little bit more prepared, but oh my god. We might actually lose a couple units here, because not everyone was at full health. Yeah, you gotta be quick, like, you can't be sitting idly too much, because... Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, that's annoying. I know we're playing on... I had it on 3 times speed, but did you just see that? My Tempest unit just got deleted. Oh, no! That's a huge, huge stuff up on my behalf. Because he might be... Oh, no, that's so annoying. Why is my Patriarch fine? Oh, we've lost my Ice and Tempest Maiden. Oh, no! It's such a big deal with the Tempest because we've had her since the start of the campaign. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head what level she was, but she was up there, man. She might have been 18, 20. Like, honestly, she was an absolute tiny, minuscule margin away from getting the Immortal trait. Dude! That sucks. Oh no, there's a poor polar bear getting taken out as well. Alright. Damn you, Tzinch. Oh, especially with, this ambush as well. Like, they're just opening up so many decent side and rear angles on me. So we probably lost maybe 1 or 2 units of Ice Guard there. And the Ice Maidens. Far out. These quest battles are costly. We're actually probably going to lose more in this one. Well, we are. Than to retrieve Boris when he was in his bloody cryostasis or whatever. Far out, man. Oh well. Shit happens, I guess. Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, they didn't even outnumber us too much. Oh my god, they just got deleted. Like, straight up destroyed. Oh my god. Thankfully with the warbears there. Yeah, in hindsight, they were probably the better units. Maybe could I have done it with Boris? Maybe. Oh my god, that's just so disappointing. And then 1 Ice Guard. That's okay. Oh, the agents is what I'm worried about. At least we get 4,000 for it. We might be able to get like a decently high leveled one recruited. Oh, gutting is the word that comes to mind. Yeah, maybe more Warbear Rider spam is probably the play. Oh, there we go. The Crystal Cloak. Was it worth it? Yeah, maybe. Worth it in the trade? Maybe. I don't know. Well, she's level 29 now, which is quite high. Yeah, the Tempest wouldn't have been too far away. Costalton wants a defensive alliance. Yeah, sure, 60, but the Demon Prince is quite close there, though. We're back at war with these bloody Norskins again. I thought we pushed them back. But now with Karak being destroyed, essentially, a power vacuum has opened up in the north. Right, we've got another rift event opened up, though. Turn 60. Yeah, so it's about every 30 turns. So there's quite a few rifts opened up. And I guess we're going to have to venture into our secondary rift at some point. It sucks that they declared war upon me so quickly, because we're going to have to close as many of these rifts where we can. Because we got a large empire. I wouldn't say we're overextended, but we do have to be mindful not to. Okay, so the Silver Pinnacle is under, or soon to be under our control. Yeah, because the siege equipment is now built. Alright, well, let's play this one, eh? Hopefully it doesn't crash on me. I'll be furious if it doesn't. Nope, we seem to be loading on in. Good. So hopefully this will make up for the battle against the vampire counts, which we missed. Is that the best way of attack here? But here is the vampiric eastern settlement. It might be better off attacking over here because there's only one siege tower, and it actually might be closer towards the town square as well. Now, this is probably as far east as we probably want to venture, because now it turns into crazy Gracis and Chaos and Zinch territory. And I'm not going to lie, out of all the Chaos factions in this Kislev series, they've been the bane of my existence. But in this army view, we've got some diversity as well. Let's look at this. So we've got some Dwarven miners, which look fantastic. We've got some men of the Empire helping out as well. We really have an alliance of the West here. So they look a little bit funky and bright. Then we've got our miners here as well, battling alongside with their allied Kislev brothers. We've got like a hodgepodge of a fantasy NATO force, I guess. But here is the Kislev battering ram. Kislev. Alright, let's start things off. And let's try and beat and bash down these bloody vampires, I guess. Alright. I want to try and move them up as best I can. Like, where are they going to get the best firing pattern? There's a lot of, like, look at this, topography really annoying me here. Like, maybe doing something like that. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll split my Kossars, and I guess technically one of the crossbow units, into two pockets to try and get some shots off. I can't wait to see the casualty and stained and inflicted. Like, who's going to get the most kills? Will it be the dwarfs? Will it be the crossbows? Or will it be the Kossars? Like, how are the crossbows going to perform next to the Kossars? That'd be quite cool. But we've got some vampiric Red Guard holding. And even they have some Skaven with them as well. So even the vampires that were attacking here at the Silver Pinnacle have a Skaven outpost there as well. So this is really just an awesome battle in Warhammer 3. So what? There's technically 5... there's units from 5 different factions in this battle? Yeah, I guess so. That's awesome. Alright, so we're starting to arc our shots well up and over at the vampires. The battering ram is slowly but surely pushing on at the night sky. Looks glorious. It looks like my home here in Tasmania, Australia, because I do hear it quite often. Some of the big cities, particularly in the US, you guys can't even see the night sky, which is insane to me. Like, I probably live in the best possible, or one of, maybe the outback in the middle of the country is a bit better, but I do know there's a lot of astrological societies here in, well, adventure down here in Tasmania. Look at the stars, because it's just crazy. And I say that every night. I guess I always said as a kid as well. I've never thought any different. I find it weird that you guys don't see the stars at all. I reckon more than half of the people watching this, they can go out and can't probably see the stars. That's probably why I was too laid back here in Australia, along with the beach. And that, I guess. Anyway, back to Kislev, back to fantasy. We're pushing in against these Crypt Guard. So, this army is mostly made up of Kossars, which is really going to help. As long as they can effectively arc their shots up and over the top. But we're really going to have to rely on the melee efficiency and capacity of our armoured Kossars and Dwarf Miners to some extent. As they cut, slash, and try to break down the blobs of these bloody Skaven. Alright, back over to the other point. More Crypt Guard here. But this is a really good looking battle. I'm not even going to lie. Thankfully we attacked from this side. I wouldn't have known where we would be if we had to deal with more arrow tower and ammunition capacity. Alright, let's just give out some more attack orders there. They do have the numbers, but we probably have the quality. Would have liked to have maybe a better quality wizard here to some extent. I don't even think the archers are getting really hit back there. Maybe go with a couple bombardment spells here now that they're clustering up quite a bit. Let's drop the bombs on these Skaven. Oh my god, look at the sky, man. Beautiful. Alright, and now the Skaven are adequately wavering. Oh no, some miners as well are wavering. They're really earning their coin. They might even be refugees to some extent from Karak that has fallen. Oh, I was really praising the, I guess essentially the capability and the efficiency of how well the dwarves are doing, and my allied Empire friends. But no, the dwarves have lasted 60 turns and now they're gone kaput. Usually they don't. I've seen in like other people's campaigns, and those are my own, that they don't last very long. But sometimes that's just the RNG. Anyway, a really good battle there. A decisive victory. That was awesome. I really, really enjoyed that battle. That was a lot of fun. That's what Warhammer's all about, man. Playing like cool looking like scenery and night battles like that. And the Vampiric Sisterhood has been kaput. There's no more. It's gone. And especially with the unit variety as well. I didn't comprehend that they have Skaven until we like played that, which is cool. Yeah, so even the AI has capacity of essentially being able to recruit units from other factions. So we'll break down that. We don't need that. But the gem mine is what I really wanted here. So even though we've pushed pretty far east, we've been rewarded for it trade-wise. Alright, so now we're at war with that Skaven clan. Grittus, whatever it was called. There are some rifts nearby, so we're going to have to get all our armies to deal with that. So you can push westward back. You can move here. Maybe actually get rid of that one. So how far has it grown? Okay, I know it's Zinj, but it's still a decent order resolve. So we've got 15 turns before we venture in. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Nurgle or Khorne? I'm thinking Khorne, but we could do Nurgle. Let me know in the comments. Let's just get some more Kossars in the Ducky Forest. And then we'll get Tzarina Katarin. Yeah, we're going to have to maybe just get some more Ice Maidens in, I guess. Or maybe just, I don't know, Ice Guard, or potentially maybe some Warbears, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to craft her army build in the end.
Never falter.
I guess we'll move further south because she's going to have to get back to Kislev territory anyway. You here on the border. Oh, that's not good. So there is that raised settlement there, but the Demon Prince is quite close. Although Kastalton has a lot of territory, his home provinces are secure. Like, that is only 1 or 2 turns away from me here. Okay, we're going to have to keep a watchful eye on that. Oh, dude, we are soaring away. Look at that. Well, we're nearly going to be able to get a confederation with him anyway. We're going to be able to hold that territory for myself. And then that's all of the 3 Kislev lords captured. Which is cool. We'll invoke Celiac, though. Alright, well, unfortunately it's time to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching episode 5 of my Kislev campaign. We've stormed through 61 turns in the campaign. We currently have 5 armies in operation, 2 defending the Far East. Boris and Katarin reuniting and convalescing back at Kislev to get some more additional units and a bunch of warbear spam. The Demon Prince is quite close to me on my western front, so that we do have to keep an eye on that. I've got a pretty decent army moving in here. Annoyingly, mostly Zinch units, so we might have to deal with the consequences of that in the next episode. But stay tuned for episode 6 coming out soon. We're going to be able to confederate with Kastalton soon, and also we're going to be venturing into our next Chaos Realm. Still having a blast with Total War Warhammer 3, so stay tuned for more videos and other Total War content on the channel. Alright guys, take care. I'm going to play the outro now. Goodbye. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.